Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Simple English Podcast. I'm your host, Lisa, and if you're tuning in today, you're in for a treat. Have you ever wondered what's holding you back from reaching your full potential? Or perhaps you've felt like there's a secret key, a hidden superpower that could unlock a whole new world of opportunities for you? Well, today we're talking about exactly that, a superpower that many of us are already trying to harness, and one that can truly transform your life. We're diving deep into the power of English for personal growth, and I'm not alone today. I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce our special guest, Tony, a true testament to the incredible impact English can have on an individual's journey. Tony, welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you.
Thanks, Lisa. It's great to be here. I'm really excited to chat about a topic that's so close to my heart.
Now, Tony, before we jump into the nitty-gritty, tell us a little about your own experience. How has learning and mastering English impacted your personal growth?
That's a fantastic question to start with. For me, English wasn't just another subject in school. It was, and still is, a bridge. When I first started learning, it was primarily for academic reasons, but very quickly, I realized its potential to connect me with a much larger world. I remember feeling quite shy and reserved in my native language, but somehow, speaking English gave me a new sense of confidence, almost like putting on a different persona. It allowed me to express ideas I might have struggled to articulate otherwise. It opened up new learning resources, new friendships, and eventually, completely new career paths I never would have imagined. It truly broadened my horizons in every sense of the word.
A bridge, new persona, broadened horizons. I love those descriptions. They really paint a picture of how transformative it can be. And that brings us perfectly to our main discussion today. How mastering English isn't just about vocabulary and grammar, but about unlocking immense personal growth. As always, don't forget to check out the free PDF file in the comment section below to get the full transcript and vocabulary for this episode. So, Tony, let's break this down. What are some of the key ways English can open doors to new opportunities, both professionally and personally?
Absolutely. Let's start with professional opportunities because that's often the most tangible benefit people think of. In today's globalized world, English is undeniably the lingua franca of business, technology, and international relations. Think about it. Multinational companies, remote work opportunities, international conferences, almost all of them operate primarily in English. I have a friend, for example, who was a brilliant software engineer in his home country. He had fantastic technical skills, but his English was limited. He kept hitting a ceiling in terms of career progression because the best, most innovative projects often involved international teams and clients. He dedicated himself to improving his English, and within a year, he landed a dream job with a global tech company, working remotely from his home country, but collaborating with teams in the US and Europe. His salary significantly increased, but more importantly, he felt a massive sense of professional fulfillment he hadn't experienced before. That's a direct door opening.
That's a perfect example. It's not just about getting a job, it's about getting better jobs, more fulfilling jobs, jobs that allow you to grow.
Exactly. And it's not just about high tech. Even in fields like tourism, hospitality, or even local businesses that cater to international visitors, English proficiency is a huge asset. It allows you to connect with a wider customer base and offer a higher level of service.
Beyond the professional, how does English impact personal opportunities?
Oh, this is where it gets really exciting for me. Personally, English opens up a universe of information and culture. Think about all the books, movies, documentaries, academic papers, and online courses that are primarily available in English. If you want to learn about astrophysics, ancient history, or even advanced cooking techniques, a vast majority of the cutting-edge content and research is published in English first. It gives you direct access to knowledge without waiting for translations, which might never even happen. For example, I wanted to learn more about sustainable living, and while there were some resources in my native language, the depth and breadth of information available in English were astounding. From academic journals to specialized blogs and online communities, It allowed me to explore my passion much more deeply than I ever could have otherwise.
So, it's about being able to feed your curiosity and broaden your own intellectual horizons directly. That's incredibly powerful.
Absolutely. And it's not just about formal learning, it's about connecting with people. Socially, English allows you to communicate with people from virtually every corner of the globe. Traveling becomes a richer experience when you can truly interact with locals and other travelers. You can make friends with people from different cultural backgrounds, learn about their perspectives, and truly broaden your worldview. I once met a traveler from Japan in a small cafe in Vietnam, and neither of us spoke the other's native language. But because we both had a decent grasp of English, we spent hours talking about our cultures, our dreams, and our travel experiences. It was a genuine connection that wouldn't have been possible without English. These kinds of interactions build empathy and understanding, which are essential for personal growth.
That's beautiful, Tony. It really highlights how English fosters a sense of global citizenship. Now, let's talk about confidence. How does mastering English contribute to building self-confidence?
This is huge, Lisa. For many people, myself included, there's a certain fear or apprehension associated with speaking a foreign language, especially in front of others. It's like stepping out of your comfort zone every time you open your mouth. But every time you successfully communicate, every time you understand someone and they understand you, it's a small victory. These small victories accumulate. Think about it. When you start learning, you might be shy, afraid of making mistakes. But as you progress, you realize that mistakes are part of the process and people are generally very understanding. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become. This comfort spills over into other areas of your life. If you can confidently navigate a conversation in a second language, you start to believe you can tackle other challenges too. Public speaking in your native language, starting a new hobby, or even pursuing a challenging project at work.
It's like a positive feedback loop. The more you use it, the more confident you become, and the more confident you become, the more you want to use it.
Exactly. And it's not just about speaking, it's about comprehension too. When you can watch an English movie without subtitles and understand the nuances, or read a complex article and grasp its meaning, there's a tremendous sense of accomplishment. It's a tangible measure of your progress, and that fuels confidence.
I've definitely felt that. There's a real sense of achievement when you suddenly realize you're understanding things you couldn't before. Finally, Tony, how does English help individuals achieve their goals? This is a broad one, but I think it ties everything together.
It absolutely does, Lisa, because achieving your goals often requires a combination of access to opportunities, confidence, and knowledge. English acts as an accelerator for all of these. Let's say your goal is to start an online business. If you only operate in your native language, your market is limited, but if you can create content, market your products, and provide customer service in English, suddenly your potential customer base expands exponentially to a global audience. This dramatically increases your chances of success. Or perhaps your goal is personal development. Maybe you want to become a better leader, a more creative thinker, or a more empathetic individual. As we discussed, English gives you access to a vast array of resources on these very topics. Books by world-renowned experts, online courses from top universities, podcasts, and webinars. It allows you to learn from the best, regardless of where they are located. I know a young woman who wanted to become a professional travel blogger. She started with a blog in her native language, but it wasn't gaining much traction. She decided to invest heavily in improving her English, specifically her writing skills. Once her English writing was strong enough, she started publishing her blog posts in English, and her readership absolutely exploded. She was able to connect with a global audience, collaborate with international brands, and now she's living her dream, traveling the world and sharing her experiences. Her English proficiency was the catalyst for achieving her goal.
That's such an inspiring story. It really brings home the idea that English isn't just a language, it's a tool, a powerful lever that can help you move mountains in your life.
Exactly. And it's a tool that becomes more powerful the more you use it. It's an investment that pays dividends across every aspect of your life.
Before we move on, Tony, are there any common misconceptions about learning English for personal growth that you'd like to address?
That's a great point. One common misconception is that you need to achieve native-like fluency to experience these benefits. That's simply not true. While aiming for high proficiency is great, even an intermediate level of English can unlock significant opportunities and boost your confidence. The key is consistent effort and focusing on practical communication skills rather than perfect grammar from day one. Don't let the fear of not being perfect stop you from starting or continuing your journey.
That's such an important message. Progress, not perfection. And now for my favorite segment. It's time for a fun fact or quick tip for our listeners. Tony, do you have something fascinating or super practical to share related to English and personal growth?
I do, Lisa. Here's a quick tip that combines both fun and practicality: shadowing. Have you heard of it?
Ooh, tell me more. It sounds intriguing.
Shadowing is a fantastic technique for improving your pronunciation, intonation, and even your rhythm of speaking. Essentially, you listen to a native English speaker. It could be from a podcast, a YouTube video, an audiobook, or even a scene from a movie, and you try to speak along with them at the exact same time. You're mimicking their sounds, their pauses, their stress patterns, almost like an echo. It feels a bit silly at first, but it forces your mouth and tongue to get used to the unique sounds and movements required for English. You're not just listening passively, you're actively engaging your vocal cords and mimicking the flow of natural speech. Over time, this really helps improve your fluency and makes you sound more natural.
That's brilliant. So instead of just repeating after them, you're trying to overlap your speech with theirs. That's a unique challenge.
Exactly. And it's a very low-pressure way to practice because you're not trying to create your own sentences. You're just focusing on the mechanics of speech. You can do it with a short news clip, a favorite speech, or even just a few lines of dialogue from a show. It's a quick, free, and incredibly effective way to build those speaking muscles.
I love that. Shadowing. Our listeners should definitely give that a try. It sounds like a fantastic way to break through plateaus in pronunciation. Thanks, Tony. Well, Tony, we've covered so much ground today, and I feel incredibly energized by our conversation. From opening professional doors to fostering deep personal connections and boosting self-confidence, the power of English for personal growth is truly undeniable.
It really is, Lisa. And I hope our listeners feel inspired to continue their own English learning journey, no matter what stage they're at. Every word learned, every conversation attempted, every new piece of information accessed through English is a step forward in their personal growth.
Absolutely. It's not just about learning a language, it's about investing in yourself, in your future, and in your ability to connect with the world in richer, more meaningful ways. Think about that friend who got the dream job, the traveler who made a deep connection, or the blogger who achieved her dream. English was a crucial element in their success stories.
And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate the small victories, be patient with yourself, and embrace the journey. The world is truly your oyster when you have English as your pearl.
The world is your oyster when you have English as your pearl. I absolutely love that, Tony. What a perfect way to summarize it. Tony, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights and inspiring stories. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the Simple English podcast.
My pleasure, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
And to all our wonderful listeners, thank you for tuning in. We hope this episode has inspired you to harness the incredible power of English for your own personal growth. Remember, every step you take in your language learning journey is a step towards a more confident, connected, and opportunity-filled you. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more simple English goodness, and leave us a comment below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and keep embracing the power of English. Okay, everyone, it's time to learn some important vocabulary related to the topic. The first word of today is opportunity. It means a chance to do something or achieve something, especially something you want. Example: learning English gave me the opportunity to study at a university abroad. Next word is confidence. It means the feeling of being sure about your abilities or qualities. Example: speaking English every day has helped me build my confidence in public. Next word is communication. It means the process of sharing information, thoughts, or feelings with others. Example: English is the main language of global communication. Next word is fluency. It means the ability to speak or write a language easily and smoothly. Example: with regular practice, she reached fluency in English within 2 years. The last word is global. It means relating to the whole world, international. Example: English is a global language used in business, science, and travel.